The way I work with it with my patients, because I don't have time to go over a whole meal program, I just say, let's figure out a healthy breakfast for you because
Mm,
breakfast is the most important meal of the day not to screw up. And we do screw it up when we start out with processed foods and high carbs because
mm.
we start out immediately blocking our fat burn for the morning. And then if you block your fat burn, then you're going to be hungry. You're not going to make healthy choices at lunch. So what I do is I've tried to help people get a breakfast that's going to be relatively high in saturated fat, and frankly you don't need anything else. If you are trying to put on muscle, you want to have protein meal rich meals at least twice a day. I don't know if 3 times a day is really necessary, but at least twice a day. But it doesn't have to be breakfast. So what I go over with people is, okay, well, what's a pretty high fat breakfast that you'll eat? Whether it's a smoothie that has a lot of vegetables and coconut as the fat base, or avocado as the fat base, or macadamia nuts ground up as a fat base, or like a yogurt kind of thing that's a full fat yogurt, and you put a
Hmm.
bunch of nuts in there and add a little bit of creme fraiche. If you put creme fraiche in whole yogurt and then add a little bit of coconut shavings and chocolate or cacao nibs and a couple nuts, that is a really delicious breakfast. Some people in Hawaii, they would just slice an avocado in half and put a little salt on it because avocados were fresh. That was really good. And coconut cream on top of that. That's a great high fat breakfast. Or what I have is kind of a variant of the whole, I started doing this before bulletproof coffee, but I just have like coffee with a lot of cream in it and some milk. And that's super simple. Or eggs, right? If you have eggs and you cook them in you just add plenty of fat to it, like not more than maybe 1 or 2 eggs and no carbs, maybe a little bit of non-starchy vegetables. Those are some really great ways to start your day. So, breakfast sausages, that's
Mm.
good. Start your day that way, and I can guarantee you that you will feel different than if you started your day with a very high carb, low fat kind of, just
Right, like
fruit.
some
And
croissant
yes,
from Starbucks or some shit.
you
Yeah.
will not be as hungry by lunch. You will not be as distracted with thoughts of food. And you do that day after day. And now you can maybe start to make a healthier lunch. Or maybe you're like, I'm not even hungry and I'm so busy. Maybe I don't have time for lunch. And this is, again, not going to be a great idea if you're in the process of trying to build a lot of muscle.
Sure.
But if you're just a regular person trying, and you can still tone up and have plenty of muscle doing this, you just skip your lunch and then just make sure that your dinner has a lot of protein in it.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can stimulate muscle protein synthesis with multiple meals, but you can also stimulate it with just one really big meal if you're fat adapted and you've exercised and you sleep well. So, I'm not clear that you really need to do the multiple small meals yet. I don't think we really do have research saying that you definitively do. You may be able to just be fat adaptive and have one big high protein meal.